Last time I just want to say I had around 47 students, but as per my list, I have only 38 or 37. So some of you are not given the name in the chat box. If so, please mention that so that I can update in the attendance. Now we'll start now. It's already 1:05, 1 more minute. Okay, you can start doing this. I think this is the one which you have completed in the last class. So today's topic is this one. Only your class I could complete 5 questions, remaining all like maximum 4 I have done. The 5th one I could not do it. 5th I need to explain to them. So this one. Hello?
This
Hello?
one we have completed, ma'am.
Oh, this also completed. Fine then. Okay. Go for the next one then. You just start doing it. I'll just see that number of students is 34. Yeah, another thing is when I take the list, I don't have the idea which batch it is. This is biomed. Okay. Fine. Now you start doing it. See the percentage problem, I think last time like when I did, there was no percentage problem. Normally for percentage problem, I just want to give you some tips like what you're supposed to do. So when you do this percentage problem, normally what we do is, in general, there are some special conditions where we will not follow these rules. Otherwise, in general, we will consider 100 as a total. And in case if there is a value involved in that, like here you can see when you read the problem, irrespective of whatever is given here, I just see that there is a number here. If this number is not mentioned here, it's just some percentage, then I just generally take 100 as a total and proceed. But if there is a number mentioned there, in that case, I go for 100x. Otherwise also, if you take any value as 100x, there won't be any mistake in there. Okay. So here you can just consider 100. 1 minute. You can take 100 as a total. Okay. But now, because there is a value involved here, I'm going to take this in terms of 100x. So let the salary be 100x. So this is a condition like I always follow, and I keep telling my students that whenever you come across this percentage problem or cost price selling price, normally start with 100 unless otherwise there are some conditions there. Sometimes you would be given the value, so you can directly start with the value. If the value is not given and you are just given the percentage, it will be always easy to start with 100. But in that also there are conditions. Suppose you have a percentage like 33 1/3 percentage, which in fraction it is going to be 1/3. It all depends on the denominator. So denominator has 3. That means whatever the value I take, when I multiply that into 1/3, I'm going to get a fraction. So in that case, I should take this value in terms of multiples of 3 in case you have 3 in the denominator. So I may consider even 300x. Provided you have this kind of percentages in the problem, either this or 16.67 percentage, which is equal to 1/6. In that case, I'll go, even this is multiple of 6, so I can leave it. Otherwise, I have to take something which is multiple of that. Suppose you have a percentage like 14.28 percentage. So 14.28 percentage in fraction, it is 1/7. So I have to consider this in terms of 7. If you feel 700 is very big, you can go for 70x. Is it clear? I said, please, not a, I mean, you say something, otherwise I will not know whether you are present or not. Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God. I thought it got disconnected. Please keep saying something, otherwise I will not know about it.
Okay, ma'am.
Like last time it was very interactive. Now suddenly you are sleeping. 1 week it got bored now. Right? So these are all the tips which I wanted to give. It's not like you have to only, It's not like you have to just get the answer for this. I just want to give you tips for any percentage problem. This is how you have to proceed. I'll just remove these things. Now can you say the next step? What you're supposed to do? I have taken this 100x as a salary. So what is the next step? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
What is happening? Why no one is answering? Yes. Christy, Karthik, Pooja, Rupavati, Saranya, please first answer my question. Are you all awake?
Yes, ma'am.
Only one voice I'm getting. Yes, ma'am. That's all. No one else is speaking. Abhi, Karthik, can you please interact with me? Yeah, what is happening? Why no one is showing any interest today? What's wrong? Christy. I think Christy has a problem in speaking. Meghala. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Say, what is happening today? Like last time, you all were very interactive, and today I'm not getting any voice. I thought that it got disconnected also. Why? What is happening? Got bored with the classes?
No, ma'am. Nothing like that, ma'am.
Katija, right? Katija is speaking again. Karthik, Pooja,
Yes, ma'am.
Karthik, Pooja, Karthik.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is happening today?
So, ma'am, we were saying about the percentage, ma'am, like 33 by 3%. So, I
Correct.
was
I want
writing
to
that,
answer
ma'am.
from yours. I don't want to answer. I want you to answer. Okay. So please, I just wanted you all to answer the question. It's not that I want to work out. I don't want to work out anything. You need to tell this. Tell me now. What is supposed to do now next? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
What is supposed to do next?
5% of 100x.
What is it? Deduction.
5, yeah, deduction.
So deduction, you're going to take out how much? What is 5%
5.
of 100x?
5.
5x. The purpose of taking 100x is directly we can write that percentage. So 5% of 100x when you consider is nothing but 5. 5 by 100 into 100. Of course, 5x. Because we are taking this in terms of x, so this also should be in terms of x. Okay. The next one.
30% on rent.
Mm-hmm.
So 30x on rent.
So rent is going to be
30x.
30x. Next.
So 100 minus 35 will be the remaining percent.
Remaining. Let me write here. Remaining. Remaining, what you are saying here is
100 minus 65.
65x. Then
65x should be 6,650.
this is equal to 6,650.
So find x.
Find it. Can you find?
Yes, ma'am.
Any other person? No one is there? Totally around 37 are there. So why others are not answering? Okay, there is a small mistake in this problem, whatever she has said. So kindly correct one of you. One of you try to correct this. Abhi Karthik, wake up and tell me.
Ma'am, is there any difference between salary and hand salary?
Yes, good. That's a difference. So find out that how is the difference. It is mentioned, read one by one. What is given is deduction is 5%. So this is also correct. There is nothing wrong in this. And after that, what is mentioned here? 30% on paying house rent and remaining on his personal expense of in-hand salary. So
So
what is,
from that 95 percentage, he's using 30 percentage for rent. Is that so, ma'am?
yeah, that is what is in-hand salary?
95 percentage of
The one
X.
that's left out after spending the
That's
deduction.
so in-hand salary when you consider is nothing but 95x. So now you have to work with this 95x.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. It's not 100x. So he spends 30% of in-hand salary. That's what is mentioned here. So what is 30% of in-hand salary? So rent is 30% of 95x. It's not 100x. So can you tell me how much is this?
28.5.
28.5. So you can directly take 90 plus 5. So 90, 30% is 27. And then you have to consider 5% of 30. That's nothing but 15. So it's going to be 28.5x. So what's the balance left out? Remaining I'll consider here. Remaining when you consider, what is it? You had 95x. For rent, you are giving 28.5x. So what's the balance left out? This will be 5, 4.
71.5.
No. 0, 10 minus 5 is 5. Then this becomes 4.
70.5.
14 minus 8 is 6. And this is 7. 7 minus 2 is, sorry, 8. 8 minus 2 is 6. Okay. This is clear now. So you have, what is the balance left out now? This is the one which is balance. And what is mentioned here in the problem?
6650.
Remaining on is a personal expense. And personal expense is given as 6650. So the personal expense when you consider is going to be 66.5x. That's what is a calculation we have done after this 30% is removed. Balance what you have is this, and that is what is given as 6650.
10,000, ma'am.
So x is how much? Remove this one more zero will get
100.
Yeah. So it's going to be 10,000. Is it 10,000?
Yes, ma'am.
What is x equal to? X equals 6650 divided by 665. I'll write, I'll put one more zero here because I'm just taking out this decimal point. So it's nothing but 100. So what is his salary?
10,000.
Salary is x 100x we have taken, so it's going to be 10,000. And what is the question as? What is this monthly in-hand salary? So in-hand is nothing but 95x. So it's nothing but 9,500. So that's the answer. They are asking only for in-hand salary. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Any doubt in this, or shall I move on to the next one?
Next one, ma'am.
Next one.
You have to work out this. It's very simple problem. You tell me how to do it. But don't go to the answer directly. I want you to go for step by step. Procedure is required. Jack is 5 times the age of his daughter. So what will he write for this?
Daughter's age is X and Jack's age is 5X.
Okay, we'll consider daughter's age as X and Jack age as what? Y?
5x. 5x.
And that will relate it. I'm just giving, if you're giving this variable here, I'm giving a variable here.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
And Jack is like Y is equal to,
5x.
okay, then
Then 6 years later,
6 years later, how will you mention?
x plus 6 and y plus 6.
So 6 years later means this is going to be X plus 6 and this
And
is,
y plus 6.
and I think this is Khatija, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Please let others also answer.
Okay, ma'am.
Who else is answering?
Y plus 6 will be 3 times x plus 6 months. So y plus 6 equal to 3 into x plus 6.
So you're going to say this father's age after 6 years is equal to what?
3 into x plus 6.
3 times of his, 3 times of X plus 6.
Daughter's
Yeah,
age.
then solve it. Y plus 6 equals
3x plus 18.
mm,
So 3x minus y is equal.
you can take
Y
it this
minus
way.
3x will be 12.
12. What if you do?
Next,
Y equals to
part of the question we have
5x.
to.
Y equal to 5x. You have one
5.
there. So you substitute here. So 5x,
So 2x equals to 12 and x equal to 6.
x equal to 6. So when x is 6, what is father's age? X is 6, sorry. X is 6, then father will be
30.
30. What is the question asked? What will be the ratio of their age?
His age to his daughter.
What will be the ratio of his age to his daughter's age? That's all. They didn't ask after so many, how many. No.
No,
There is one
ma'am. It's
statement.
given
Sorry.
after 6 years.
He would be thrice his daughter's age, then further after 6 years. Oh, I'm sorry. If after 6 years, this is a condition we have taken it. Then further after 6 years, what will be the ratio? Yeah. So now you know that father is 30 and daughter is 6. They're asking for the ratio after 6 years. So you need to add one more 6 year. After 6 years, father will be 36 and daughter will be 12. So what is the ratio?
No, ma'am. Actually, it is
They
like
are asking for another
after
6 years.
6 years, ma'am. Another 6 years. So it will
Another
be.
6 years. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
I made a mistake. That is whatever we have found out is before 6 years.
Yeah.
So another 6 years they're adding, one more 6 years they're adding. So it's going to
Yes,
be
ma'am.
42 and there's going to be 18.
7:3.
7 is to 3. Good. Okay. This is very simple. There's nothing much to do in this. Next. Here you have something to do. Please tell me what to do. Why no boys are answering? Nobody is there? Surya. Surya? I think it's yeah, who's Aditya? Aditya, what is the answer?
Ma'am?
I've been asking and no one is answering.
Ma'am, Yoshitaka, ma'am.
Hmm?
Wait, ma'am, I will say, ma'am.
Tell me the answer. Now, I just want the procedure. Don't give me the answer. You don't try to work out and give me the answer. We are not just trying to write the exam now. It's only like process is required. So what is the first process? Man? You have different ways. You can just tell whatever way you know that. Surya, Praveen, please answer this question. Only girls are answering, no boys. So there are two things you have to consider. Okay, first thing is like my method. I'll just tell you what exactly I do is I just read the question. First thing is 1 hour 20 minutes, and this is 2 hours 10 minutes. So when you have something in minutes and hours, it's going to be a confusion. So what we'll do is we'll convert everything in terms of minutes. So 1 hour 20 minutes. When you say it's nothing but how much?
80.
80. There is 1 hour and 60 minutes plus 20 minutes, 60 minutes. Okay. The other one is 2 hours and 10 minutes is given. So there's nothing but
130 minutes.
130. Okay. So these are the two values. First thing is convert this and keep it. And now you go back to the problem and read now. Pipe can fill the season in 80 minutes, but due to leakage in the bottom of the season, it is filled in 130 minutes. So this is a tank problem. So normally what I do is irrespective of whatever the thing given, the data I'll take and go for the LCM of the data as the tank capacity. So what is LCM of 80 and 130? This is the tank capacity I take. Tank capacity, normally you go for this. What is it? What's the LCM of 80 and 130? It's quite simple.
1046.
You don't have to multiply all that. You know that you can take 8 into 13 into 10, correct? Because 10 is common in both. Remove the 10 from this, balance what you have is 8 and 13. So can I consider this?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll tell you why we are taking. Once I solve this, then I'll tell you that. Okay. So let us consider the capacity of the tank is 8 into 13 into 10. So normally, as now you calculated and you said 8 into 13, so and so, right? This is 104. So that is something you can avoid because in between calculation is again waste of time. So try avoiding all that and just keep this value as such. And now what is given here? Pipe can fill in 80 minutes. Forget about the next sentence. I'll just take only this sentence. So there is a pipe here that is inlet pipe and that can fill in 80 minutes. And this I'll consider as some units, liters, even I can consider liters, something, units or liters. So this tank is getting filled in 80 minutes. So every 1 minute, how much will it fill? I always use this T. I don't know whether I have introduced this in your class. This is total work, this is a time, and this is a rate. Okay. So when I consider this, the total tank capacity, I have to write it here. And 80 minutes is going to fill this. So what will be the rate of this? Product of these two is going to be this. So total work is nothing but time into rate. Okay. The product of these two is going to be this one. So what will be this?
13.
13.
13.
13. When you divide this by 80, the 80 goes off, then 0 goes, balance is 13. That means what? What is the meaning of this? Every 1 minute, it is going to bring in 30, because I have considered in liters, I'll take this also in terms of liters. 30 liters per minute it is going to bring in. Is that clear? You are not jumping to the second sentence. We are only doing the first sentence. In the first sentence, it's given that as per the assumption, we have taken the tank capacity as 18 into 13 into 10. And that gets filled in 80 minutes. So when I divide this, I'm getting 13 as the answer. So this 13 is nothing but every 1 minute it is going to fill 13 liters. So you can imagine that first 1 minute it is going to fill 13 liters. Second, another minute is going to fill another 13 liters. Suppose this pipe is open for 10 minutes. How much will it fill?
130.
130.
130.
Now it is given that it is open for 80 minutes. So how much will it fill? The complete tank, right? 13 into 80.
1040.
Yeah, that's a complete tank. That's what we had taken here. So it's going to take the same thing. We are just considering based on this assumption, based on the input given. Now I'm arriving at this solution is like 13 liters per minute. This pipe is going to fill. Is that clear? Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Up to this is clear, right? So when you open this pipe, it is going to bring in 13 liters every 1 minute. So when this is open for 80 minutes, it's going to fill the entire tank. That's our first statement. How about the second one? Due to leakage. So normally we consider leakage somewhere here. This is a standard problem. You have different kinds of problem. The easiest and the standard problem in tank is you have one inlet pipe, one outlet pipe at the bottom. Okay, so there is a leakage. Leakage means there is an outlet pipe. Due to leakage, it is filled in 2 hours and 80 minutes. That is 130 minutes. So this is the first statement which I given. Now I'll go for the second statement because of the leakage. So the leakage is there. Because of that, the tank gets filled in the same thing, 8 into 13 into 10. But now the time taken is 130. So how much will it, what is the rate now?
8 liters per minute.
8 liters. Okay. So you know that the pipe has not changed. We are going to have the same pipe. So the pipe as such, irrespective of the tank, you can see that when it is open, it is going to bring in only 13 liters. That will not change at any cost. Only thing is the water is not staying here. It is going away. So how much of water is staying inside the tank in 1 minute?
5 liters.
5 liters, because you know that no, sorry, not 5 liters, 8 liters.
8 liters.
Why 8 liters? That is what is given. Irrespective of these pipes, what is given is the tank gets filled in 130 minutes. That means every 1 minute it is going to fill 8 liters. Though inside whatever you are getting is 13 liters, but because of the leakage, you can see that it is going to hold only 8 liters. So where is the other 5 liters gone? Through the discharge. Leakage. Is that clear? The same 13 should be there, but because of the leakage, the tank is going to hold only 8 liters. So remaining 5 liters is going out. Is that clear now? Any doubt in this? If you are really having some kind of a doubt, you can ask me. I can explain again. Hello?
No doubt, ma'am.
Then you tell me how to calculate now.
Now, for 1 minute, it's 15 liter is gone through that some
5
hole, ma'am.
5 liters.
Yes, 5 liter.
Mm.
Then the other question is about how long will the leakage take to empty it? So for the total capacity of the tank is 1040 liters, ma'am.
Mm.
So if 5 liters goes for 1 minute, if 5 liters goes in that leakage, it takes 208 minutes to empty the
Super.
tank.
Good. So what you have to do now is, like what she said, the same thing, but it is mentioned that the tank is full. That's the first thing. Tank is full means now we are not bothered about this. We have no inlet. The tank is full. How long will the leakage take to empty? So they didn't say it's going to be the other tap is open. So only thing is leakage alone is open now. So when the leakage alone is open, this 13 is ruled out. We are not going to have this 13 now, and neither this one. So the tank is having the water. How much of water? 8 into 13 into 10. So that 1004, how much? 1040. 1040 is there. And every 1 minute, it is going to leak out 5 liters. So how much time it takes? You can again use this T. The capacity is 8 into 13 into 10. And now this leakage rate is 5. It's a rate, not the time. So find out this. So what will be this? You're going to have this divided by this. So 8 into 13 into 10 divided by 5. So this will go. This is 104 into 2 is 208. 208 is what? Minutes. That's the answer. Clear now? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Tank, you have different problems. This is one of the problem we have. A small twist will be there, like capacity will not be given. Here, capacity will be given and you have to find the outlet rate or inlet rate and so on. So it will be twisted in different way. So this is like asked in Capgemini. Otherwise, please go through the notes, like simple problems. Did I handle this time and work for you in the class? Hello?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then that we can discuss later. Once the paper is over, I just want to give similar kind of problem, because even in mixtures, what you have done, that's not a mixture problem at all. That was a direct problem. Similarly, tank, this is one of the problems. So you have similar kind of problems in different way. So all that twist has to be done, because yesterday when I was taking class for mixtures, when I gave one problem, like people did not this one. It is for the other class, and they understood an allegation method. They said it's very clear. And then slight change I gave in that, like one of the value I just changed and gave it, and they could not do it. Only then I understood that they have not understood that particular problem alone. They are understanding, but not the logic. If that is the case, then it is quite difficult. So even for you, this is like, we can't say you're going to get the same problem. Please understand the logic behind it, because that is what is required. And different problems are there, but if I start doing that, I will not be able to complete this paper. So my suggestion is, once this paper gets over, one class I'm going to give like all the different kind of problems based on this paper, so that it will be like a test. I want to see whether you can do that or not. Simple problems, not tougher one. Okay, next. Profit and loss.
Ma'am,
Mm.
sorry for the interruption. For the last time you said that why we are taking that LCM, you will say, you will explain.
Why we are taking?
LCM.
In this one, okay. Usually that is a method which we follow for the time and work, and that's what I was thinking that I had taken class for you. If not, in time and work, what the method we use is, like, you generally consider not only time and work, even for the percentage, you need to assume some standard value, constant value, something in the initial, so that you can proceed with that. So working with the numbers is always easier. So that's why in the percentage, when you're taking 100, in time and work, what you do is, whatever the data is given, you have to go for the LCM of that. And the purpose of taking this LCM also, I'll tell you why we are doing it. Like, you have this value as 8 into 13 into 10. So next, when you're going to have this, like 80 minutes is filling in, so you have to divide by 18. That's what you're doing here. You're seeing that this part is, we're dividing by 18, then the second one you're dividing by 130, or the third one you're dividing by 5. So when you divide, you should get an integer. So when do you get integer? When you take this particular value as multiple of the given data. So the given data are 80, 130. Okay. So I'm just taking a particular number where, when I divide by 80 or 130, I still get an integer. How is that value? What will be that value? That's nothing but LCM of the given data. Assumption only we are doing, because they didn't give the tank capacity. If they have given the tank capacity, then you cannot change your value. So then we'll consider whatever the tank capacity is given, and then accordingly you can proceed. Even there also, like, you can assume and do it, and finally you can replace the value. So this is a shortcut. So why we are taking this LCM? Any doubt in this now?
No, ma'am.
Okay. It's only like we are assuming the value. That's an advantage you have. Suppose they give you some number and then they ask you to proceed. Even though the process will be easier, like, you know that you have to divide and get the values and all that, but for that you should be good in multiplications, dividing. Okay, division and multiplication is not that easy. It will consume a lot of time. So in order to avoid that, we are trying to assume a values which will be easier for you to calculate. Did you do any of the calculation here? You were doing it. You people are doing like 1040, you were saying. Did I do any calculation here? You can see that anywhere you see here, I have not done much calculation except for the last step, because there we need the answer. So remaining, I didn't go for any kind of a calculation anywhere. I'm just assuming. This also I told, don't multiply. So try to minimize the calculation part when you're doing the problem. And that is only possible when you assume a value which is easier for you to calculate. That's nothing but LCM or taking 100 in the percentage case. Is that clear? Shall I move on to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, next. So here again, you have to assume something. What you are going to assume?
100x.
What is 100x? Is it percentage problem or profit and loss problem?
profit and loss, but the question is in percentage, so.
Good. No, ma, I'm not saying you're wrong. I didn't say you're wrong. I want explanation. What is that 100? It's a percentage. It's a profit and loss. Whatever
amount-
is also correct.
The amount of the article.
What do you mean by amount? Selling price, cost price. Have you done this class before? Profit and loss? Is it completed for you? Profit and loss? I hope so. All the topics are over for you. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. We actually had online class in Moodle, the profit and loss and all.
Who has taken that?
I don't know her name, ma'am, but someone else in my class will know. I think we are split into different classes, right? So I belong to some other class. So many people have.
I don't know. Except for Aditya, nobody from your batch is in my class. So I have no idea about others. But I just want to know, like, who handled the class? Is it Kartika? Young girl?
I think so, ma'am. Like she wears specs and she's.
Yeah. Lean
Yeah,
and fair girl,
yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, fine. Now, my only suggestion is there is some more. Okay, I can do one thing. This is my channel. So even we are putting in the Moodle, but a percentage I have not yet put. I think 1% I have given, that is very long back. I took as a class, but the second time I have already. I mean, for the first year students I have covered in 9 classes. So the 9 classes I have given this explanation in detail. One more student in the ECA batch also asked for it. Only thing is I have not uploaded so far. I have completed that class. I just have to upload after editing that. So maybe I'll do it in another 1 week time. So just go through that. So percentages, like what to do, what not to do, all that I have given in that. Okay. Because percentage and profit and loss is very, very important topic. You cannot say that you do not know about that, or even if you know, I want the shortcut to be followed. Okay. Because suppose you do it in a lengthy process, it's going to be a problem. So this profit and loss, what are the things involved in that? What are the parameters? Cost price?
Selling price.
Cost price, selling price,
Profit, loss.
Loss.
Loss percentage, profit percentage.
Then one more is there. Mark price, discount.
Okay.
Okay. So these are all the terms we have, that is selling price, mark price, profit. Oh, sorry. Let me go in detail. I mean, not this way. Cost price, selling price, profit, loss, then called mark price, discount. So these are the terms which you should know. What is cost price, what is selling price, what is profit, what is loss, what is mark price, what is discount. So these are the terms which you will be using it in different way. And what is cost price here? What do you mean by cost price?
How much did we buy it for?
How much you have invested? Imagine there is one person, I'll consider Surya of your class, who is a businessman. He tries to buy, he'll try some, he will buy some pens and sell it in the class to the other students. So that is his business. So what he will do is he will go buy some pens, come back to the class, he'll hike the price and sell it for the higher rate so that he gets some profit. Right. So what he will do is he may buy some pens for some amount. Say like he's spending around 100 rupees and buying some 10 pens. Okay. 10 pens is buying for 100 rupees. Well, coming like he goes by bus and comes, he may be spending around 50 rupees. So he is spending how much? 150 rupees. Though the pen cost is 10 rupees each, because 10 pens is buying, but he is spending 50 rupees for the bus. Therefore, the overall investment what he has done is 150 for buying 10 pens. So each will cost how much? This is what is your cost price. We can't directly say the cost price of the pen is 10. We have to say the cost price is 15. The investment, whatever he has done. What do you mean by selling price? This is cost price, right? So what do you mean by selling price? Hello? Hello?
The amount I sell it for.
Where are others, ma? Am I taking class only for 4 or 5 students? Hello? Am I
Yes,
taking
ma'am.
class only for 4 or 5 students? Where are other students? Priya Darshini, Abhi Karthik. I think you're still sleeping, Abhi Karthik.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, photo shows that you're always sleeping.
It's just a deep.
Sri Chiki, Vignesh. There are so many of you are there. Praveen Shiva. There are two Praveens here, Praveen and Praveen Shiva. Is it correct? Yes, Aditya. Pavitra. Where are you all? Very few are answering, that's all. There are totally 37 students in the class. It should be very noisy, but no one is answering anything. It is as if I'm just taking class for only 2 students and remaining all is sleeping. One is Khatija, who else is answering regularly? Pooja or Kathy? Mahalakshmi. Haripriya. Yes, Aditya.
Ma'am,
Last time I was saying to everyone that my biomed class was going on very well, and this class, like nobody is answering except for Khatija and Mahalakshmi or Pooja or Kathy, I think so. I don't know exactly who else is answering. Where are others? In that case, I can conduct class only for those people. Right? I don't have to give a class to others. What is selling price? Please tell me. Surya. Surya? Yes, Surya. Last time you were the one who were asking questions, right? Aditya.
ma'am,
Hmm. What is selling price?
percentage of cost price, ma'am.
Percentage of cost price. Practically, I'm asking. Where is Surya? Is he present there? Is Surya present there? Surya, I saw him entering. Is he there or he just entered and left? Karthik. Yes, Karthik.
Ma'am,
What you people are doing? I'm serious about it. Are you really interested in class? I keep calling and you're not answering at all. Yes, Karthik, what is selling price? So shall we just keep the class for those who are interested? Are you so tired today that you don't want to answer any of these questions? Karthik, what is selling price? Karthik,
ma'am, I don't know, ma'am.
you don't know. Then you have to ask, right? I keep telling that if you don't know, please ask questions. If you don't know, why you are not answering? Oh, sorry, why you are not asking question? Praveen Shiva. Where is Praveen Shiva? So that means the cost price, selling price is something which you people do not know. Am I right? Priyadarshini. If you don't know, there is no point in working out that problem. I have to explain in detail. That's the reason I'm asking you so much. If Khatija is answering or Mahalakshmi is answering and these people are only answering, I may think that everybody knows and I'll keep going. That's the reason I told them not to give answer. Yes, Karthik. கத்துக்கணுமா வேண்டாமா அப்படியே விட்டுடலாமா சொல்லுங்கம்மா I'm asking you for the details because I have to teach accordingly. See, in case you are very fast, எனக்கு வந்து it's a waste of time, right, doing it. So adanalda I can just skip and go. Otherwise, if you say that you don't know the basic, I'll start from the basic. We have sufficient time. I think last time I told you this.
Ma'am,
Yeah, ma'am. Tell me.
ma'am, can you just give us a glance for that cost price, selling price, and all, ma'am?
That's what I want. அது தெரியலனா தெரியல எனக்கு என்ன சொல்லுங்க சொன்னீங்கன்னா I am going
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It was
ma'am. Please
taken
give
a
us a
long
glance
back
on those
ago.
topics, ma'am.
to யார் எதுவும் சொல்லலன்னா how will I know that? Sometimes what happens is one of the ECA class and the student பார்த்தீங்கன்னா the one or two boys were very very fast, not one, I think say around 4 boys. So they were giving the answers so quickly. And when I gave them the first problem and the time and workல ஒரு problem இருந்தது. And the 14 days they complete the work, 7 men and 15 women. So he is asking, why are you explaining for such a long time when I can do it in 2 minutes? I said, okay, you can do it in 2 minutes, not the other students. I know very well other students may not be able to do it. So that's the reason I'm doing it slowly. But அந்த மாதிரி இப்போ நீங்க ஃபீல் பண்ணீங்கன்னா how it is like தேவையில்லாம I'm just explaining, right? So if you say you don't know, then I will explain in detail. யாருமே சொல்லல, you're just keeping quiet, except for one or two. Please keep answering. That's what I want. அதுல தப்பே கிடையாது. எதுவுமே தெரியலனாலும் பரவாயில்ல. ஓகே.
மேம்
எஸ்மா சொல்லுமா.
மேம் இப்போ ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்றேன் மேம். ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து இப்போ நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு காஸ்ட்டுக்கு வருதுன்னா நம்ம வந்துட்டு அது அந்த ப்ராடக்ட்கான ப்ராஃபிட் வச்சு சேல் பண்றது தானே மேம் செல்லிங் ப்ரைஸ்.
இப்போ யார் பேசுறீங்கம்மா?
ஆதித்யா மேம்.
ஓகே ஃபைன். டெல் மீ மேம்.
இப்போ ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு காஸ்ட்டுக்கு வருதுன்னா நம்ம அது அந்த ப்ராடக்ட்டோட ப்ராஃபிட்டை வச்சு சேல் பண்றது தானே மேம் செல்லிங் ப்ரைஸ்க்கு.
கரெக்ட்.
ஒரு குறிப்பிட்ட ப்ராஃபிட் செல் பண்றது தானே மேம்.
Then I'll do one thing. I'll give an example. Okay. Now instead of Surya, I think Surya left. He was here for some time. I think he left. Karthik and Aditya. I'll consider these two persons. Okay. So Karthik is actually buying something and selling it to Aditya. என்ன வாங்குறாங்கன்னா பெண்ணை வச்சுக்கலாம். Karthik, what is happening is like அவர் வந்து பாரிஸ்ல இருந்து வராரு. பாரிஸ்ல pens are cheaper compared to any other place. Paris corner. So Paris corner, he goes and buys some pens, which is near his house, comes to the college, and he sells it to Aditya. Okay. So Aditya, when he is selling that, he wants some profit because he's doing some work, right? Unnecessarily, why should you go to the shop and buy and then come and give it to Aditya? What is the benefit he's going to get out of it? Friendship is different. Nowadays, nobody sees friendship. Profit da irukonu ellarkum, correct? You make friendship also to see that you get benefited something in some way. So the same way, like Karthik is saying, he buys one pen for, I'll consider the costly pen, 100 rupees. He is buying one pen for 100 rupees. He will come and tell Aditya that it is 120 rupees. Okay. And Aditya will not know that this pen is purchased for 100 rupees. Okay. தெரிஞ்சதுன்னா he will say, நீ என் ஃப்ரெண்டு தானேப்பா, அதை எப்படி நீ இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணி விற்கலாம், கரெக்ட்? So he will not know. Karthik will say, I purchased this for 120. So this is a cost price. That is investment of the person who is going to sell. The seller. Okay. The shopkeeper. எல்லாமே யாரு? Karthik. The shopkeeper is going to sell this pen to Aditya. Who is Aditya? Customer. Okay. Aditya is a customer. The seller or shopkeeper is Karthik. So Karthik will buy this and he will not reveal this to anybody that he purchased for 100. He will come to the college and say, this pen is 120 rupees. I purchased yesterday. It's very good. So he will say, why don't you give it to me and you buy another one? He'll say, okay, fine, you take it. What is the profit he's getting? What is the benefit he's getting?
20 rupees.
20. And the 20 is the profit. Understood? The money which Karthik invests is cost price. The money which Karthik gets in his hand after selling is called selling price. Don't forget about customer. Adha na consider panna matta. I need to consider only the shopkeeper because we are seeing profit or loss, all that. Profit or loss yaruk theriyum po? Aditya theriyuma, Karthik theriyuma? Karthik. So when I am doing all this calculation, I am only doing it for Karthik, not for Aditya. Aditya only a customer. Vandu vaangittu he is going away. In no way is connected. But Karthik, he has done some business. In a business, he bought something and sold it. Appa, I just have to see what is the profit Karthik is getting. If he is getting a profit of 20. எவ்வளோ இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணனால 20 கிடைச்சிருக்கு ப்ராஃபிட்?
100.
100. So therefore I have to see for 100 what is the profit he is getting. So profit, when I consider, basically profit is nothing but selling price minus cost price. But when I consider in terms of percentage, when I had to find the profit percentage, it is with respect to what? Cost price. And there is 100 invest pannadukku is getting 20 as a profit, right? Into 100. So it's how much is the percentage is getting? 20% profit, correct? The profit is 20%. Ide Karthik, next time what is happening is he got some profit and like now he wants to extend his business. So what he does is he goes to the shop and now he buys something big, Angla cell phone and a book. Okay, he buys a book. He buys one book costing around 1,000 rupees. Okay, the book is 1,000 rupees. Again, Aditya is here. He comes and asks him to buy. So as usual, he wants 20 rupees as a profit. So he will say to Aditya, it is 1,020. Sell it. What is the profit here?
20.
20 is a profit. Inge the Vityas. Here also is getting 20 as a profit. Here also is getting 20 as a profit. Either he sells pen or he sells book, but he will get the same profit. Correct? No doubt, right?
No, ma'am.
Pocket money, ma'am. He wants some pocket money for himself when he comes to college. Okay. But still we'll consider this. Maybe it is like 20 years before. So he wants a profit of the pocket money of 20 rupees. So he will invest, he borrow money from his father or somebody from his neighbor, 100 rupees, and he will come back. He'll say, evening I'll come and give you the money back. This person. Okay. That person agrees. Maybe father also. So 100 ரூபாய் வாங்கிட்டு போறாங்க. காலேஜ்க்கு வந்து வித் அப்புறம் 20 rupees கிடைக்கிறது. Evening வந்து he is giving this 100 rupees back. So that 20 rupees he is using his pocket money. That's what is his profit. இதே வந்து he will go to his father and say, give me 1,000 rupees. Evening I'll return. So 1,000 rupees he'll buy a book, go to the college, sell it for 1,020. 20 profit or he is going to spend for himself, pocket money, come back and give back 1,000 rupees. For ரெண்டுத்துலயும், as per his plan, he wanted 20 rupees as profit, he is getting it. என்ன வித்தியாசம் ரெண்டுத்துலயும்?
Profit percent.
ஏன்னாக்கா 100 ரூபாய் இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணாலே 20 வரும்போது why should he spend 1,000 rupees and get 20? So which is more beneficial for him?
20%
100
rupees.
100. That is pen வாங்கி விக்கிறது பெட்டரா, book வாங்கி விக்கிறது பெட்டரா?
pen.
He will not go for this because in the actual scenario, if you see, the businessman when they are borrowing, அதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு interest pay பண்ணுவாங்க. This is 100 rupees, I said from father is getting it. Normally, investment எடுக்கும்போது actual problemல we see even the interest for that. So 100 rupees க்கு ஒரு interest pay பண்றாங்க, but 10% interest pay பண்றாங்கன்னா it's going to be okay, not 10%, 1% interest pay பண்றாங்க, அதுல 1 ரூபாய் போயிடும். இப்போ 19ல 1 ரூபாய், sorry 20ல 1 ரூபாய் போச்சுன்னா 19 rupees profit. இங்கே அதே மாதிரி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா he is going to spend 1% இங்கே இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் கொடுக்கறதுன்னா எவ்வளோ ஆகும்? 10 rupees. 10% is 100, 1% is 10. ஸோ அதே 1% இங்கே கொடுக்கணும்னா 20ல 10 கொடுத்தா மிச்சம் 10 தான் இங்கே வரும். கரெக்டா? ஆக்சுவல் சினாரியோ தட் இஸ் ஐ செட் ஃபாதர் ஸோ யூ வில் நாட் கெட் திஸ் மணி. இல்லைன்னா வெளியில வாங்கினா 1% இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் கேட்டாங்கன்னா அந்த 1% இங்கே 1 ரூபாய் கொடுத்தானா இந்த 20ல அந்த 1 போயிடும், பேலன்ஸ் யூ வில் கெட் ஒன்லி 19 as a benefit. இதே இங்கே வந்து 1% பார்த்தோன்னா 10 போயிடும். So 20 minus 10, he'll get only 10 as a benefit, right? So the cost price is important here. The investment what you are making is important, not that you are getting the same profit. So that is the reason I said, inga 20% la inga enna varum? 20 divided by 1,000 into 100 is nothing but 2% profit. When you're selling the pen, you're getting 20% profit. When you're selling the book, you're getting only 2% profit. Idu rendu purinjirucha? Any doubt in this? So any profit, profit or loss, whatever you are calculating is always on cost price. Investment what you are doing. ஏன்னா அதுக்கு நீங்க pay பண்ண போறீங்க some interest or something, not for the selling price. selling price க்கு இதுக்கு சம்பந்தமே இல்லை. அதே மாதிரி customer is no way connected to all this thing. We are going to see only for the shopkeeper. This is clear? Okay. So இங்க அதே 20% profit வரணும்னா for what price he has to sell? Book வாங்கினாலும் he wants the same 20% profit. Now what is the price selling?
1200.
1200. Good. So he will get 200 as a profit. The 200 by 1000 is nothing but 20%. Right. In the render, this is the first statement. The second one, I'll again go for this one. Now, Karthik has become a big expert in selling businessman IHA. So he knows all how to manipulate this. So what he will do is, now he will go buy one book for 200 rupees. He's buying a book for 200 rupees. And then he come to the college. And the book la ஒரு label இருக்கு. What he will do is, that book whatever you have here, and the book he will change the label and put it as 300. Okay. And then he'll come to Aditya and say, buy this book for 300. Aditya knows the price of the book. அது இவ்வளவு இருக்க சான்ஸே இல்லை. It is little high. So kindly reduce that amount. This is too much for me. Then he'll say, okay, I'll give you a discount. I'll give you a discount of 10%. So in the book order rate வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is mentioned as 300. When he says he will give a discount of 10%, how much will Aditya pay to Karthik? I'll repeat this. Shall I?
270.
270, ma'am.
270. A. The discount is how much?
30 rupees.
10% of what?
300.
300.
300. So what is 10% of 300?
30.
30. 10 by 10% என்ன ஒரு டாட் இங்க வைக்கணும் அவ்வளவுதான். That's all. So 30. So 30 minus பண்ணனா the balance is 270. So what is the cost price here? 200.
200.
What is the selling price?
270.
270.
270.
Let me write here. Selling price is 270. So what is his profit?
70.
70.
What is the profit percentage? என்னாச்சு? What is the profit percentage?
70 by 200.
200 into
70 by 200 into 100.
35%.
இந்த
35%.
concept எல்லாம் மாறாது. Questions என்னன்னா change ஆகலாம், but the concept will not change here. Just 1 minute. Okay. Clear? So concept will not be changing here. So this is going to be how much? 35%.
35%.
See, இங்க வந்து I just stopped something, but extra something is added here. என்ன பண்ணிருக்கோம் இந்த problemல? It is not like previous problem, right? What is that change you have done?
Discount போட்டிருக்கீங்க.
Discount கொடுத்திருக்கோம். இப்போ வந்து கஸ்டமருக்கு பாருங்க. So far we have seen only for the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper, when you see 200 க்கு வாங்குறாங்க, and then அது ஏதோ ஒரு manipulate பண்றாங்க, and finally what is getting in his hand? 270. Whatever the money he is getting in his hand is not, it's called a selling price. Irrespective of இங்க என்ன manipulate பண்ணிக்கோங்க, ஃபைனலா ஷாப்கீப்பருக்கு வர வேண்டியது என்ன வேணும்? His ultimate aim is to get some amount from him as a profit. அது எவ்வளவு வருது? 70 வருது. So the 270 becomes a selling price. The actual money transaction is what is called selling price. ஆனா கஸ்டமர் பார்க்கும்போது என்ன ஆகுது? கஸ்டமருக்கு வந்து the amount is 300. He is happy because he is getting a discount of 30, and finally what he pays is 270. இதுதான், this is what we call as mark price. It is imaginary price also, you can say. You can see the crackers mainly. The best example is crackers. During Diwali, I don't know whether you have seen that. When you go to the shop and try to buy the crackers, they would have given us 1,500 rupees. The minute you see 1,500, but then you 700 pay பண்ணிட்டு எடுத்துக்கோமா. Again, when you keep on saying 700 is too much, okay, you pay 300. Have you seen this? Box la pathina, they would have given a very high rate, but you would have purchased not even 300. Some people say you got it for 300. Okay, நான் வந்து ஒரு 100 rupees தான் கொடுத்தேன். They have cheated you, they'll say. But அங்க box la pathina 1,500 போட்டிருக்கும். So you know very well that 1,500 is not the rate. So you keep bargaining with them. அதுதான் வந்து label price. So what Karthik will do is, he will come and change the label, and the 200 rupees he has purchased, and the label தூக்கிட்டு he will put this label, and then he'll try to give a discount. The customer also will be happy. Oh my good that I got a discount, and he'll pay. But actually இது boost up பண்ணி கம்மி பண்றது தான் அது. So the discount ன்றது the customer is getting. So discount on the cost price எவ்வளவுன்னு தெரியுமா? Discount on the cost price எவ்வளவு sorry the customer க்கு வந்து cost price எவ்வளவுன்னு தெரியுமா? தெரியாது, கரெக்ட்டா? Hello. Customer, any customer will not know what the cost price is. அது தெரிஞ்சதுன்னா அவன் அந்த price தானே வாங்கணும்னு சொல்லுவான். So he will not know the cost price. He will only see this one. So அந்த discount கேட்கும்போது the discount is always calculated on mark price. So discount is nothing but mark price minus selling price, we can say. 300 minus 270 is what is discount. Or when you calculate the discount percentage, it is always discount divided by what? Can anyone say?
Selling price.
Market price.
Mark price. Market. இது வந்து market வராது. It's like market price. Okay. Mark price, list price, label price, display price. எது ஒண்ணா எழுதலாம் இல்ல. All are same. Mark, list, label, display. Okay. So the customer will see only the mark price. So that becomes a reference for him. அதுக்கு தான் வந்து discount கேட்பாங்க. So it's going to be like 30 is getting a discount by 300 into 100 is nothing but 10% discount. So the flow is like this: cost price, profit, selling price, discount, mark price. So it cost price plus profit gives you selling price, mark price minus discount gives you selling price. We'll do this in detail in the next class. Okay. See, one thing I want to tell, there is no time limit for us. Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. So what I want to say is we don't have any time limit as such, except that today now I have to take another class. So I don't want to rush. That's the reason I kept asking you again and again. We will do one by one. If you are not clear with this, in detail we'll do it. So percentage profit and loss, most probably I'll see within 1 or 2 days. I'll try to upload that and I'll give you a message. You please go through that also. Otherwise also, we will do this in detail. I thought I'll complete the paper now. Anyhow, as I said, you are ahead. Like others, I have done only some 2 to 3 problems, not more than that. You have done 7 problems. So we will do it slowly. Is it okay for you?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you have sufficient time. So we'll continue the class even after this 15 hours, if possible. Fine? See you then next time. And all of you, please enter the registration number. Have you all entered?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See you then. Bye.